When you think Neolithic, you probably picture the New Stone Age. But I think we should forget that label.
I agree. It's not about the stone, really.
It's about the moment humanity stopped being just a scavenger, taking what was there and became a producer.
That is the perfect way to put it. Producer versus scavenger. And looking at it that way, the tools aren't just artifacts. They're the first forms of capital.
Exactly. So for our deep dive today, we want to focus on that. We'll look at three things: the technical evolution of these tools, the problems they solved, and the huge impact they had on society.
Right. Setting the stage for, everything that came after.
Okay, so let's start at the very beginning. The first big problem is just, how do you even break up the earth to plant something?
You start simple with the lei-si.
Which was basically a wooden stick.
At first, yeah, just a sharp stick. But it evolved.
Mm.
Pretty quickly, it became a composite tool. The digging part, the C, became more like a shovel head.
And not always made of wood or stone, right? I read about the Hemudu site.
That's right, about 7,000 years ago. They were already using the shoulder blades of large animals to make these really robust boneses. They were turning hunting remains into essential farming equipment.
But using a chipped stone axe or shovel must have been so inefficient. The real leap, the thing that defines the era, has to be the polishing, the grinding.
The polishing revolution? Absolutely. It solved the problem of efficiency and precision.
Did that take a lot more work up front, though?
Oh, a huge amount of labor. But the payoff was enormous.
Yeah.
Look, polishing a stone axe blade reduced its angle from a really crude, say, 60 or 80 degrees
Wow.
down to a much sharper 30 or 40. That one change makes it slice through wood so much more effectively.
And that efficiency boost probably led to thinking about durability, right? Making the tools last longer.
It did, especially when they combined it with composite technology. They mastered techniques like the tenon and mortise joint to fix those sharp blades onto strong wooden handles.
So the tool becomes more than the sum of its parts.
And that lets you scale up. Which brings us to the next big problem: labor. How do you farm more land faster?
The stone plow.
Exactly. The stone plow, or shilai, shows up in the late Neolithic, maybe 5,500 years ago, in places like the Liangsu culture. It's a total game changer.
Because you're not just jabbing at the ground anymore.
Right. You've moved from that slow, intermittent work of the lei-si to continuous forward traction. It massively increased the speed of tilling the soil.
But the plow isn't a one-person tool. It implies a team.
And now you've hit on it. It's not just a farming tool, it's a political one. You need to organize that labor. You need leadership.
You can't just scale up your workforce, though. You also need the resources like water to be reliable.
You do, and we see them solving that problem at the same time. We find early water wells, but the Quicheling water management system is just astounding.
From around 5,100 years ago.
Yeah. This wasn't just a few ditches. It was a whole system of dams and channels designed to irrigate huge areas. We're talking about early regional engineering.
Which brings us to the big so what. All this efficiency, this organization, what did it actually mean for people?
The biggest thing: a reliable food surplus. For the first time, societies could produce more than they immediately needed, and that surplus itself required new tools, like grinders, to process grain for storage.
And when you don't have to constantly move to find food.
You stay put. You get permanent settlements. This is the birth of the village, the foundation of early Chinese society.
But surplus also creates inequality, doesn't it?
It's the basis for it. Some families or groups accumulate more than others, and we see this so clearly in the archaeology, in the burial sites.
Right, some tombs are filled with goods and others are just simple pits.
You're seeing class differentiation appear right there in the ground. And that surplus is what allows for specialization. Not everyone has to be a farmer anymore.
You get artisans, priests, leaders.
And you need a way to manage all of it. How do you track the grain stores? How do you organize labor? You need a system.
You need writing.
You need writing. It's incredible, really. That polished stone sat.
Yeah.
It's not just a tool for digging.
It's the blueprint.
It's the blueprint for the city, for civilization. All of our complex systems grew from that simple need to efficiently turn earth into food. Think about how the teamwork needed for that first stone plow required a management structure, kind of proto-governance, that we still use today.